It's Bruce Hill, new skills, new you. We're keeping that in the final cut. I was challenged to set up an outbound call system for business, and working in tech spaces, working with publicly traded companies. There's a budget, right? They can spend literally $25,000-$30,000 a year on their sales setup. So we're going to set it up today, and we are going to keep it as affordable as possible. So you can, whether you're starting on your own, whether you just recently funded, or maybe you're thinking about hiring folks in, um, we're going to set up an outbound call system, right? So first of all, I'm going to make that bigger. And here's something real beautiful for all folks that maybe don't want to be a salesperson, right? You didn't start your business to be a salesperson. You didn't sign up to be a salesperson, and I'm not asking you to. However, in order to add value, people have to know you exist. In order to solve problems, people have to choose to work with you. And then and only then are you really going to make money for your business. Value's got to come first. So what I've done is I said, let's create a system so simple, anyone can use it. Well, we don't want to just pick up our cell phone and start dialing. So first things first, I really need this to be a larger font. And I like doing this in Google Docs because I just do it in real time. No cuts, no edits. let's go. So let's do this. First things first, I really like Cognizant. This is a great place to get leads if you are B2B. Let's go on here to pricing. And of course, it's probably going to be difficult to find. They do that. I don't know why they do that. Because I'm trying to make a budget. If they don't have the price, you can expect anywhere from $2,000 to $20,000. Let's talk pricing. I've actually used this one before, so we're just going to use the number that I paid. There we go. That's for a year. All right. So if we average that out, was like $200 a month. Okay. So then there's another one I like called, was it Sales Intel? Might have been Lead IQ. Nope. Sales. Oh, it's salesintel.io. Access on-demand quality data. I like this one. They keep things up to date, and then it's easy to use, and it has lots of integrations. So that makes it easy. And there's no pricing on this one either. Well, shucks. That makes it difficult. I don't know why it's a secret. Oh, here we go. There it is. This is pretty standard with data being more and more accessible. They've had to be more competitive because there's some. I'll tell them like Zoom Info, an unlimited package, depending on how many team members, can be like $25,000 a year. So let's do Sales Intel, salesintel.io, and that's $199 a month. Keep in mind there may be a contract on there. Okay, I don't have affiliate codes. I'm just helping you grow your business. All right, here's another great tool I love called Link Match, and it goes on top of your LinkedIn, and you can grab whatever available information, emails if it's available, and send it to your CRM. All right, this one's always go with the professional plan because I need this LinkedIn Sales Navigator support. Let's go back in here. This one is only if you're using LinkedIn, right? And then let's get Sales Navigator. All right. So right now we're answering the question, where am I getting leads? Right. Hey, I want to grow my business. I don't want to sit around for people to call me. Look, looks like I got to log back in. Wait a minute. Listen, I'm telling you tools that I like to use that have worked for me. Here we go. Sales Navigator. I don't currently have a subscription. Here it is. $79.99 when billed annually. See, that's how they get you. How much is $80 times 12? Anybody good at math? Is that 960? That's actually not too bad. 80 times 12. So that means, why don't they just say 960, right? It's only $80 a month, but I got to pay annually. Now, if it's just you, I recommend one or the other. If it's just you, actually, I would just go ahead and start on LinkedIn. Okay. And because then you can do B2C, right? Business to consumer, or B2B. If you're already doing B2B, or if you have a higher ticket package, and I'm saying $10,000, $12,000 is your lower pricing, then go ahead and pick one or the other of these, not both. Okay. So I got the leads. Now, if you're building a team, this is important too, because they got to call somebody. So when we talk about building an outbound system, right, we're being proactive, we're growing a business. We don't want to wait for the phone to ring. We don't want to wait for someone to call us. Or being a little bit more aggressive in our growth, you're going to have an outbound system. So now, remember what I said a minute ago, don't use your cell phone. It's not that it doesn't work, it's just disorganized and it's not efficient. So I always strongly suggest that you separate your personal and your business life. Even if you're a solopreneur, even if you're the founder, you got to separate those. It's easier to scale, it's easier to delegate, and if you do decide to sell, it makes it almost impossible if everything's tied up to your personal home address, your personal cell. But let's say you're like, Bruce, I don't want to sell. Well, it makes it difficult to scale. So we're going to use some tools. And I like these because they integrate with some other tools I'm going to show you. So number one is Aircall. I really like this one, but if I remember correctly, you have to have at least 3 seats. That means like 3 users. Let's see, where's my pricing? I'm really going to be annoyed at why everyone makes it so difficult to find pricing. There we go. Yep, see what I tell you. 3 licenses for $10.80. So if you're a solo person, don't panic. I got a solution for you. But this one it's a really good tool, and it integrates with one of my favorite CRMs. So I do recommend this one, and I've used it before. The numbers they give you all don't show up as spam. Lots of integrations with what you already use, so that makes it easy. Let's see what else. I did get around having to have 3 licenses. I can't remember how I pulled it off, but I think I told them I went ahead and paid for a year at a time, and I got around that. If you ask real nicely, I don't know if they still do that. But just an idea if you were just like, hey, I like this tool. I really want to use it for just me. And I got to remember to put the IO. There we go. Here's another one. This one's a little bit easier for single individual, right? Just $250 a year. Okay. It scales pretty well if you want to grab like an auto dialer, which is a really great tool. If you want a live monitor, that's essential if you're checking on the quality of the calls your team is making. And there's one more thing that I really like. Oh, yes, text messages. Now, follow GDPR, make sure they've opted in, that sort of thing, operate integrity. But I definitely like Just Call. And it's 19 month, win, build annually. That's one more. Just say 240. And you notice with these software companies, they're asking you to build things at a year. That's how I want you to start thinking about your business. Thinking about it at a year at a time, right? This isn't a hobby. This isn't something we do when we feel like it. Like, I want you to take it seriously. I want you to grow on purpose. So how do we contact them? Now, so we've got all these leads, right? Got a way to contact them, phone calls and texts. And if you want to leave a comment on which one of these you want me to dive deeper into using, we can dive a little deeper. So let's see here. How do we stay organized? Let's stay organized. You need a CRM. I talk about this over and over again. I wish I had that testimonial I just got. You don't have a business if you don't have a CRM. Okay? It's that important. It's about staying organized. It's delivering consistent levels of service. It's going to allow you to scale and more. I can't say enough. Here's my two favorite CRMs. One Page. These guys, this one's out of Europe. It's asked me to log in because, like I said, I use this one. One Page CRM. This one's easy. It's well organized. So if you've never used a CRM before, I cannot recommend this one too much. And you can actually start here. Now, normally I always go for the higher level because I want to operate at a higher level. I want to serve at a higher level, and I want to earn at a higher level. But this one is just got everything right where you need it. They actually have everything you need right here. Get 4 months free with annual. Compelling. All right, I love it. I love that they have a mobile app. The customer service is top tier. I've talked to head of products, and I've talked to the CEO. Followed me on LinkedIn the other day. Just a wonderful company. Can't say enough nice things about them. Let's go ahead and plan annually. That's just $120. That's wonderful. Let's see. So One Page. I don't know why it keeps changing the font on me. There we go. One Page CRM. $120. And if you don't have this $2,000, figure out and get it to a monthly. Use link match and start small, but start. Okay. $240 a year. Oops. There we go. All right. Now another one. I will admit this one has been around a little longer. So they integrate with natively with a few more tools. And I actually might have a affiliate link for this one. I'm not worried about it right now. I always recommend, let me just double check. At least advanced. If you want things like contracts and invoices, then I believe you got to go with professional. But once again, they tell you the annual price broken down in months. Don't let them get you. So there we go. So let's see, help me out. Somebody, what's 29 times 12? All right, boom. Both of these are really good. Pick one, flip a coin, and take action. All right, take action. I'm just going to do with those two. Please don't use Salesforce. The only people I want to recommend HubSpot to, you might hear that one or see that come up in a search, is if you already have strong marketing skills or you have a dedicated marketing person. These two are for lean teams that are looking to scale quickly. They want to get the most results, right, for the least amount of effort and money, right, up front. So let's stick with these tools for now. And Actually, I think we're done. Let's see. We got data, so we got people to call. We got a way to contact them. And then we have a way to stay organized. That's really it. That's really it. You could set up an outbound call team with just a few tools. Now, here's a couple of things to make sure that they succeed. Um, you need a target audience, right? This is so important because there's hundreds of thousands, millions of contact data and available online. I don't know how many users. Let's see how many users are on LinkedIn. 1 billion members. Okay. Even with a team of 100 making $100 a day, that would take you decades to call every one of those. You really shouldn't do that anyway, because not all of them are your customers. Um, you want to have a very specific group of people that you serve. All right. You'll hear coaches and consultants talk about your customer avatar. No, just don't make it complicated. Who are you? Uh, who are you looking for? Right. It's really easy to find people if you know exactly who you're looking for. So then, let's see here. All right. Then I need to be clear on the problem. All right. So when I tell my team, and this is I'm going to write, talk about scripts here in a minute. When I tell my team, hey, call this person, the first thing they say is, hey, Bruce, I help busy coaches like you build an outbound sales team. Would you like me to show you how? You don't have time to do it. Would you like me to show you how? Right. One of these days, I need to just outsource it and let people use my team. We're going to get there. In the meantime, I don't want you waiting for me. Let's help you DIY or done with you, right? If you need help, reach out. LinkedIn's best. Be clear on the problem. If you aren't clear on why people should work with you, they probably won't work with you. Maybe you'll get lucky. They'll figure it out for you. You need to be clear on the problem. All right. Be clear on the solution. There's a lot of ways to create an outbound system. There's a lot of ways to generate leads. I like talking to people. And we can talk about, building lead magnets and grabbing leads from conferences we speak at. We could talk about scraping our social media. There's lots of ways to do this. Which way are you going to help them? So whatever the problem is you solve, you say, hey, we'll help give busy parents back time. Are you cleaning their house? Are you watching their kids? Are you a language tutor? Are you meal prepping? Like, what is your solution? So here's the problem is, I lack time. I'm a busy parent. What's the solution that you offer? As long as you're clear on these three things, you can pick up the phone and start calling. But to maximize success, have I don't want to call it a sales script, because you shouldn't be selling on that first call. First call should be an introduction to appointment, which brings me to my next point. Have a documented sales process. Okay. But I say often, consistent action creates consistent results. Right? Put that on the fridge, put on a bumper sticker. Boom. So if I want them to produce an X number of leads and create an X number of opportunities, then I need to make sure they know what they're supposed to do. And it creates a better experience for the client, which I'll do a video on this, but I already wrote an article that customer success is sales success. All right. So this is what we need for our team members to have so that they are successful more quickly. Now, let's add it up. How much do we build this for? Maybe that'll be the title. Let's say we're a little tight on funds, so we're going to use link match. So I'm going to say $21.99. And then I need to figure out what this is monthly. Maybe I don't want to pay the annual yet, just yet. So let's round it up to, let's call it 100. All right, just a guess. All right, I'm going to use Let's use Just Call because I can use one, and I believe theirs is $30 when you do it month to month. All right, and then let's use. I love my guys at One Page, but we're going to use PipeDrive because it integrates well with Just Call. Um, I think that one was 35 if you bill it monthly. And then you can chat GPT this up or hire someone with experience, ask them to write it. Okay. So we can build a outbound call system for less than $200 a month. All right, I got $186.99. Less than $200 a month. You can help a child. I'm sorry, focus. Less than $200 a month. And so this is so important. I don't want you to do this if you aren't earning at least $1,000 a month. Don't take this out of your savings. Don't put this on a credit card that you're unable to pay back. However, if you're stuck at X dollars a month, you're like, man, I need to increase it. You want to set this up, and you want to target at minimum. Say, hey, I need to make 5 times my investment each month. That leaves you room for training. That leaves room for paying people. That leaves room to make mistakes, right? So really, this should be one client. If it's less than that, this may not be the best route for you. This should be at least one client a month to make sense for you, so that it pays for itself. Setting up a good sales system really is an investment, not an expense, if done correctly. And that's what I help with. I'm Bruce Hill, New Skills, New You. Yours truly. Let me go back to LinkedIn. I make sales simple for speakers, coaches, and startups. And I operate on a very simple principle that one new skill will change your life. Thanks for tuning in.